Welcome in, everybody. Thank you for tonight's live stream. If you're catching us on the replay, just be patient. People will be piling in shortly. But until then, till everybody gets here, why don't you guys go ahead and give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. That's very important. We do have memberships and super chats and PayPal and all that good stuff. We're glad all of you fine folks are going to be with us tonight. It's Monday night. It's kind of a stormy night in here. So our live streams are here for you. We are open to discuss almost anything. We are and we do. Remember to be polite, courteous, all of those non-bad things, which is, I think, only a good civilized conversation. You're welcome to have a point of view or an opinion. So, I look kind of disheveled tonight. I look like I'm a little beat up tonight. I got to get myself looking all pretty for y'all. Oh, man, it's exciting. Is excitement in the air for you? Are you getting excited about the holidays? What are you looking forward to? What are you not looking forward to? Are you hoping you can just be like a big lazy dog all winter and sit around and get nothing done? 4 people watching. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you for dropping the chat. Let me know who is in the house. So if you have a YouTube channel, let us know. We'll be happy to help shout you out. We all need help growing our channels, making money, making life a better place. Our channel is chock full of advice. We have a lot of advice to give. Some of you folks will not like the advice I give, but I give it. So don't be bashful or shy asking questions. There is never a stupid question, only stupid answers. And since I'm giving the answers, I'm the stupid one, right? 12 people watching. I know a lot of you that just popped up real quick and you're watching. You're looking for the really hot and sexy women. Well, they come on in a little bit. So you just got to wait out. Us ugly men and the sexy women will be here later. Cast a ballot. Were all of my whites for Trump's side? I don't know. I don't know. Rambo, please shout out Dickerson. He saved my life. All right. Well, you just did it, Rambo. It sounds like you just shouted out your friend who saved your life. Good job. Be proud of yourself. So, yeah. I think it's very good of you to recognize that you needed your life saved, that somebody had to do it for you. So I think that's a very honorable thing for you to recognize. It's important for people to recognize that they have shortcomings. So Cass is going to be a troll. He thinks he's going to be a funny troll. He's going to be a clever troll, but he's not. So, and we'll let Cass stick around for a minute or two and decide whether he wants to be a productive member of society. If he wants to try to get us bent out of shape, it's not going to happen. I'll just delete you, or one of the other people will delete you. So it's not a big deal. Well, Rambo, I'm very happy for you. I think, if it makes you happy to vote for somebody or not to vote for somebody, you just do that. I'm a little surprised that you knew how to vote, that you're able to read a ballot. So I don't know what to tell you. Rambo 1546. He thinks he's smart. Rambo, you think you're a smart young man? Or are you one of those old trolls looking in the basements? So, Jesus won't delete me. Is that what you think? Well, you never know. That's right. And on this channel, we do as we will. Because we be in charge, not you. If you want to be part of the group, that's great. If you don't, go troll some dumb people. Because here you trolls can't hang with us. You can't compete. There's nothing you can say or do that makes your idiotic trolliness of any value. So it's just not. It's just not the way it works here. Maybe you can go beat up a little girl somewhere. Maybe you can go on some girl's channel and you can make stupid comments and say bad words or insinuate bad words, and they'll go, ooh, oh, ooh. Not here. Not here. It doesn't work. One, you can't offend us because we don't give a shit about you enough to be offended. And we all know that you're probably laying in your mama's basement sucking on her titty, wishing you had a peenie, Yeah, we do. That wouldn't be very nice. I never said I was nice. I just said it was my live stream. You're a young woman. You said that you're a sexy. You will see. Here's how I know that you're not sexy or good looking, because when you got to keep saying you are, that means that you're not. But you do whatever makes you happy there, Rambo. And if you want to go scratch yourself in the corner, go scratch yourself in the corner. We don't care what you do. We don't care what basement anybody lives in, or what their brother did, or their uncle did, or their dog did, or anything like that. So, good evening from Sanders. Hello. Well, if the feeling's mutual, cast a ballot, why are you still here? Go find something else to do. Hey, Sanders. Well, I'm happy for you, Rambo. I'm glad you know how to pronounce the word. Ladies are hilarious. Ladies are hilarious. We love ladies. Ladies are great. I mean, that's one thing you're going to find. We don't care who you sleep with on this channel, but we definitely love the ladies, Well, you can subscribe if you want. You can choose not to. At this point, yeah, we don't care. We really don't care. So do whatever makes you happy. What's up, Henry? What's up with you, B. Henry? What's the matter, Lily? Are you okay? How's Lily today? So, you okay? Yeah? Oh, it's just a troll. Don't worry about it. My dog is wondering what you're doing. You're just a troll and nobody cares. So, but obviously you have a problem with women, is what we're starting to see from you. So are you one of these ones that can't do this around women? Is that what the problem is? Is that why you like to say that? Because you can't do this? Women are intimidating to you? You see an ugly girl and you go cry in the bedroom about, how you wish they would speak to you? Are you one of those? I'm starting to get the feeling that you're one of these, because you can't be one of these. So that's what I'm starting to feel. My dogs even agree with me. My dogs are feeling sorry for you right now. That's funny. That is funny. He does seem like a woman pretending to be a man. I agree with you, Rambo. He seems like a woman pretending to be a man. I agree. Obviously, he has issues with women. So maybe he is a woman pretending a man, or a man pretending to be a woman. I don't know, but I agree with you 100%. That your friend is that way. I don't know if he does streams or not. I don't know anything about him, except for he has problems getting this up around women. You know what I mean? I got a feeling he's living in the basement, and the only time this goes up is when his mama comes around. Maybe he wants to be one. I agree. I think Rambo might be one. So, lonely, lonely is the hard ass. Well, you're the idiot that came on my live stream. You're the one who's making me look good right now. Because every time you say something stupid, YouTube gives me credit for the fact that you made another comment. So, come on, let's do some more. Come on. Call me beautiful, call me ugly, call me a dog. Come on, let's go. Do some more. Come on. Come on. You open it if you hey. Do you look, there's a really good website that might help you. It's called dictionary.com. You can open it up, look at it, and go Google words so you can you can have a little bit of a vocabulary. So you might want to try that. That might help your trolliness. Maybe you'll be better at that. So, oh my goodness gracious. God loves trolls. Women aren't angry. I think you're the one that's angry. So I feel bad for you. So you're angry at women? Is that what you're admitting on a live stream? Hey, Big John's in the house, loving life. Thank you for being here, Big John. Rambo has admitted that he has, well, he has sexual dysfunction and he hates women. I'm starting to get the vibe that Rambo likes to beat women. He's one of those. So we have to be really careful. Somebody's going to want to make sure backflow his IP address in case we got to report him to the FBI for some bad things. So, Big John in the house, thank you for being here. We appreciate you. Trolls are made in 1 hour molds. Oh, 1 hour motels. Yeah. Yeah, trolls are what happens when just one little sperm that meant to go on the leg snuck in. That's what trolls are. Yeah. See, Rambo has a problem with girls and sex. I don't know. See, he keeps talking about it. Rambo, I'm a little worried about you. But that's okay. We accept all here, kind of. Henry says, they are the worst trolls I know, they suck at it, right? I mean, they really suck at this. Come on, you got to do better than this. If you're going to be trolls, at least be better at it than this. You you sound like pathetic little people that don't have a life, that can't get a life. I don't know. I'm starting to feel bad for the trolls that come on our channel because they just can't do it. They're wannabes. They're not even trolls, Henry. I'm going to take that back. These two things are wannabe trolls. They're not even good enough to be a troll on this channel. So they got to do way better than that. Big Henry H.N. says, now I get it. Right now they are made in the back alleys of the motel. Oh, maybe no, maybe no. Man. See, Rambo again is mentioning how he abuses women. I don't want you talking about how you abuse women on this channel. We're not going to tolerate that, Rambo, which we know is not your real name, but we have a super sniper in the background that likes to backtrack and go and find your IP address. So do it. Give us some more. We need you to be here a little bit more. Rambo was first a porn star. He was. You're right. He did a soft porn movie back in the mid 70s, if I remember right. Well, this Rambo couldn't be a porn star if he tried. He couldn't be a star or in a porn. He's just pathetic. Him and his friend are just pathetic. I feel sorry for him, guys. Bring it on, bitch. Come on. Bring it on. Come on. Get some more out there. Vent yourself. Come on. We need you to do it. Come on. Come on. That's right. I'm going to take your IP in. I'm going to backtrack you to your house. And we're going to come and find you because you like to beat and sexually assault women. We know what you're about. And we will find you. So that's right. Troll. Well, I'm sorry. To all of my troll friends, I apologize for referring to these two as trolls because they're not that. They're not even wannabe trolls at this point. They're just pathetic little trolls. Pathetic little trolls. But that's okay, you know. What else are you going to do? Soul Linder, hey! How are ya? Thanks for the membership yesterday. Absolutely. We have a great subscriber and follower and supporter who bought a bunch of memberships for people, which I thought was very kind of him. He's trying to help our channel grow and all of that good stuff. So the interesting thing is how YouTube does it. When you buy a membership for somebody, you don't get to name the person. So he bought like 100 of them. And I was glad to see that you got one of the memberships. So thank you for being here tonight. And thank you for coming in and joining us. And thank you for coming back and watching some of the channels. So we appreciate it. We do. So Linda, so thank you for being back. We appreciate that. Love and Live, just got home from the gym, sauna. I feel like a soft baby now. Well, good. Hello, everybody. Diana, the Soul Soother. Hey, Diana. Wow. Happy birthday to you. 4 more days and it's your birthday, November the 22nd. Wow. Happy birthday. My birthday, my wife doesn't like me discussing my birthday. But so here's what we do every year anyway. Thank you all for the thumbs ups, subscribing to the channel. If you're new to us, go ahead and subscribe. We celebrate my birthday because I'm right around yours on Thanksgiving every year. We just say my birthday is Thanksgiving, and we go with that, and then we do it then. Hi, Soul Soother. Good to see everybody from Loving Life. Hey, Soul, HTN, Soul Linder. Have you been doing very much on your YouTube channel? Do you have a YouTube channel now? I couldn't remember where you're at. Hey, Loving Life. Hey, John. Loving Life. Hi, HTN. Let's see. We got rid of the trolls. They weren't very good. They weren't even baby trolls. They were wannabe trolls. So no reason to keep them around. It's been a stormy day here. We got a lot of rain. Creeks were starting to rise. Retention ponds are swelling. You know. Lots of rain. So it looks like Nightbot or YouTube is doing its job with the trolls. So I appreciate everybody being here. All the thumbs up. It's all early. We got some party hats flying. I think are those party hats? So I do have a YouTube channel. I'll be making new videos soon. Excellent. Soul, Soul Linder, what is your channel about? Why don't you just tell everybody what your channel is? And some of my good followers, my good folks here will go and visit you. So even if it's a little early for you to have new stuff out, let us know. It's raining there. I think it stopped here. The storm front, which was pretty wide, has finally passed through. So it's moved on up and out. And now the temperature is in the mid-50s. So it went from 74 degrees down to 54. So I guess after the storm came through, we definitely we have cooler weather coming in, is what it is. So we appreciate everybody being here, as always. So it's another rainy night. It's supposed to be cool the rest of the week here. So we'll see how it goes. You know, see, once again, party time, party, 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 party time. Lorelei was very excited to see everybody on the live stream earlier today, the impromptu lunchtime live stream. So she was good to see everybody. I'm glad. Thank you all for going over and watching MJ's channel. He's trying to build a channel. So Sanders, everybody, you know, we appreciate that. Everybody going over and joining those channels and helping those smaller channels out. Not that mine's big. I mean, mine's small and I need all that I can get, but he's not even monetized yet or have 1,000. So the channels that don't have 1,000 subscribers, they can't do live streams like this. They have to do them via StreamYard is how they have to do their live streams. But it does help to get their memberships up to 1,000. I do a mix of content. I'll be making a new channel soon, which we'll be working on and making a podcast. Excellent. Well, reach out to me. Let me know when you get it up and running. I'd be happy to share it out and check it out and do all that good stuff. And you never know. Maybe we can collaborate on something because I think that's kind of fun. It's finally cooled off down in southern Mississippi. Nice. So cool off means what? 78 degrees? All right. So Diana has 55, no rain. We have 55, no rain either. Well, you can, when you get it up and running, just come back to the channel and message me. Find a live stream or a video that I do and just make a comment and say, hey, you know, I've got some new videos or a new channel. Here's my new channel. And just drop it like that. Or you can even email me on my Yahoo account. I have my email address. You can email me. But really all you got to simply do is go to the latest video that I do and make a comment saying, hey, my channel's up and running, here it is. Then I can just go and check it out from there. I mean, it's real simple. Lucky you, Diana, it's still in the 70s here and raining. Well, the 70s is nice, though. 15 people watching, only 7 thumbs up. We need some more love. My email address is real simple. It's out there in public. It's David Hartman, one word, _ 72756 at yahoo.com. If you go to my channel page, to where it says contact information, it's right there. It's right there. Pretty easy. It's out there in public. 12 people watching, 8 thumbs up, giving some love in the house tonight. Yeah, we're happy to shout you out. You can always come back to the live streams like this one. I do live streams in the evenings a lot. I do them in the morning some, but I do a lot of them in the evenings. Just come back and say, hey, I got a new video coming out, and shout it out and share it out. That's one of the simplest ways to do that. And then and I give you permission to come back and say that. The rule of thumb is if you're new to this, when you go to somebody's live stream, like let me say if HTN was doing a live stream, what I would do is go on and say, hello host, good to see you, something like that. You know, great to catch you tonight. Just introduce yourself. You know, you want to say hello, just being a good, polite person. Hello, how are you? You know, and then so they know that you recognize them, all of that stuff. And then you can ask them if it's okay to share your link or your page or whatever you got going on is how you normally do it. So that's all you got to do. People don't mind that. Alexandria in the house. I took your advice the other day about having a blank and empty mindset when I spend time with my boyfriend's family. It helped. But certain topics his family talked about triggered you. Life is hard, man. This weekend was really difficult. So, Alexandra, do you mind? And you don't got to give detail, but do you mind if I ask what the topic was that triggered you? Was it just a generality of a topic, or were they trying to do a topic that they knew would trigger you? So which was it? Did somebody like throw out that, like, look, I know my dog is going to die soon, and I know when somebody mentions it, it's going to, you know what I mean? I get a little fired up about my coma, so I know that, but did they accidentally do it, and it just was a topic that bothers you, or do you think they intentionally threw that out there to get you rattled? This weekend was really difficult, but you got through it. That's the key, right? You know, you got to remember, I know this is a bad analogy, but I'm going to tell you. Every time you get hit in the head with a stick, it hurts less and less and less. You get used to getting hit in the head with a stick. And then it kind of becomes like it's not even relevant. And then when the people realize they're not hitting you in the head with it doesn't bother you anymore, then it goes away. What's the time for you? It is, oh, I'm sorry, 6:55 p.m. USA Central Time, Soul, is what time it is. But I'm sorry this weekend was difficult. I hope I didn't put you in a difficult position. But I really believe that when we get into difficult situations, the more we do it, the better we cope with it, and the least difficult it becomes more and more. You know, it's maybe a better analogy would be like public speaking. If you're petrified of public speaking, you do it a little bit, 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 and you no longer you get to that point where you get comfortable, even if you're scared, you can manage expectations and fears, and you can control those. Same for me. Last question: how quick do you respond to your emails? I check my emails every day. I mean, usually once a day. I usually have a whole lot of emails that I got to delete. You know, a lot of junk mail from that email address is really old. It's been around for about 30 years. I get emails from companies that don't even exist anymore. Just don't let them know that it bothers you, because they will continue doing it if they know it bothers you. Well, right, it depends on, and Henry's right. It depends on what their intention is. And that's kind of where I was wondering if it was intentional or just random. Because if somebody knew that, I'm just saying my dog, that talking about my dog really bothered me, and they did it accidentally, if they're a good person and they didn't want to offend me, they wouldn't have done it. But then you can say, you know, that's a tough subject for me and I don't want to go there. But if it's intentional, and then you put on a brave face and you laugh in their face and just smile and go, because I promise you. Okay, sounds good. I'll look for your email. Boyfriend and I had been struggling to get pregnant, almost 2 years of trying. My boyfriend know about our difficulties. Okay. Dennis is back, dropping 10 Adventures of the Filipino Cure. Gifted some more memberships. Thank you for that, Dennis. Appreciate that. We got, let's see, Soul Lender got your notification, Dennis, that they got a membership and they came to join us tonight for a little bit. So let's see. Let's see if I recognize any of the new ones. Tweezy, Michael Henderson, Timothy. Man, I got a lot of subscribers. So good job, Dennis. I know you have no control. My boyfriend's brother or girlfriend announced they got pregnant, had us all sit by the kitchen table, and had his parents guess who's and his parents thought it was me. I thought it was the most inconsiderate way of announcing to get pregnant. They know we are struggling. Okay, I want to say something about that. I really do. I really do. I want to address that, Alexander, with you. It was extremely inconsiderate, and you got to look at the intent. Was the intent why they did? Because look, I'm going to say this. You know how excited you would be to get pregnant. You know how excited another couple would be when they get pregnant. So you got to really understand, maybe it was lack of taste, but was it intentionally towards, look at me, I got pregnant and you didn't? Or was it they got wrapped up into their bubble and they didn't realize how it may affect others in the room because they were blinded by their own joy and happiness? Because that happens. Sometimes we run off the mouth because something great happened to us and the person sitting next to you is dying. So was it intentional or just a screw up? The other thing I will say, I bet you his mom and dad recognized that. They felt your pain. So that's actually something that you can bond a little bit with mom and dad if you talk to mom and dad about it. I think it is inconsiderate, but why was it, was it intentional or was it just because they got wrapped up into their own world? Hey, Dennis, when someone says, sorry, I didn't mean to do that, it says, yeah, not in control myself. Well, and that was mean. If, what, right, the real question, I really believe people get wrapped up in their own bubble and they can't see my excitement is going to negatively affect somebody else. And what I would encourage you to do, I really would, I want to encourage you to take that approach. That it wasn't intentional, it wasn't directed at us. It may have been in poor taste, it may be without forethought, but they're just wrapped up and happy in their own bubble. And it came out like that. And I want you to prepare yourself for that because you're going to have this a whole amount. If they are truly pregnant and you guys have been trying and you are not, there's going to be a whole lot of triggers coming up. Every time they do a baby shower, they talk about baby clothes. Anybody touches the belly and says, oh my God, how far along are you? Every one of those things are going to be triggers for you if you think it's an intentional slight. Very happy for them, hoping it was right. And I'd take a few smiles the whole night and give them their moment. Just wish they had announced it in a different way. I would agree. I totally agree with you. Maybe they just didn't give it a lot of thought. Did mom and dad say anything to you guys afterwards or anything? Did anybody say anything to you guys? Did it feel like an awkward moment for mom and dad who kind of went, oh, this could have been a little different, But what I want you to do for your own mental health is not latch onto that. I don't want you to look at that as a way to control you. Don't give them that power. Let them have their moment in the sun, which is going to be the next 9 years, 10 years, 18 years, right? Let them do what they're doing because it is not about you. You is about you. They are not about you. And we got to be happy for others, even when it's breaking our heart inside. We can't let them make us miserable. Because I'm going to tell you, if you truly are wanting to be pregnant and have kids, and I'm not a baby doctor and I'm not a psychiatrist, but I truly believe how we feel is extremely important in getting pregnant. If you're hanging on to some brokenheartedness because the brother-in-law got pregnant, well, his wife, you know what I mean. If they got pregnant and you didn't, and they're getting all the joy and happiness that you should be experiencing, it's going to make things worse for you. It's going to make your depression worse. It's going to make your body worse. It's going to make everything worse for you. So I know it's okay to put some distance. So you don't have to be right there every time they're doing fun and exciting things for that person and the baby and all of that drama. I know I would find excuses to be happy for the reasons to be happy and find reasons to be busy. Let me see. The only thing his father says, you guys need to hurry it up. You've been behind the others now. Hit the brick. I'm 23. Okay. Do you have let me ask, because we're going to dig into this. We're going to help you. Dennis, it took me and my first one 7 years. Her daughter asked when we're going to have kids. Around year 5, my wife ran out of the room crying. First wife, yeah. So, Diana, Alexandra, I want to prepare you for this type of statement and conversation. I really do. I really want to get you prepared for this because there's a way to respond and to think about this. You can say, well, Mr. Smith, whatever his name is, don't care. I don't care what you call him, Popo, Grandpa, I don't know, whatever. Husband's dad, whatever it may be. Say, well, It's not about hurrying up. And I would be sincere and calm, hold back the emotions, say there's nothing more, sir. There is nothing more in life than we would rather have than have a baby. And trust me, we are trying. And then I would drop it, turn around, and walk away. Because I'm telling you, that will shut everybody up, solve the problem, and that type of comment will never happen to you again. Especially if the wife hears it. The wife's going to grab him by the ear and say, first wife, can I ask your nationality, Alexandra? Some are for more pressures than others. That's correct. So, family's Hispanic from a huge family. They do get tendency to get a little excited without forethought. Not trying to generalize, but I know a lot of Hispanic families. They do get a little bit, of that. But I'm honest. Dennis says, that's what I guess, yeah. Because they're used to big families, a lot of kids, get everybody getting pregnant every 12 minutes, because a lot of them are Catholic, and so they don't believe in birth control. So, but that's what I would do. If you have to just simply say, sir, there's nothing your son and I would like more than have children, and trust me, it's it's something we can't wait to have, and we're doing our best with it. And leave it lay. But don't let others drive you, because look, and the other question I would ask for you, another side of this coin. Professors in the house, no one can dictate how you should feel and show joy, grieve, or mourn a death. Absolutely. So, Alexandra, my question is, what does your boyfriend think? Is your boyfriend pressuring you? Is he the one beating the path down? Yeah, we need to have baby now. Is he doing all that? Or is he going, look, I know we're struggling. We're trying to do it. Love you. It's going to happen. Because what I would also do is set my boyfriend down and say, this is breaking my heart. It breaks my heart as a woman that I can't have a child this easily, that we are not having a child. And I'm sure he knows that you felt uncomfortable the other night. And I would ask your boyfriend, say, maybe you should go talk to would you think it's okay? If not, I will say something to your dad about, I don't want to be put on the spot. Dennis, well, Miss Man, a.k.a. Mr. Staples in the house. Hey, Ron, Baconator, the house good on Yank May. He's relaxed about it. He says, I'm happy when it happens. I'm not relaxed about it because you're putting too much pressure. Relax. I know it's easy for me to tell you as a guy, but from somebody who's been dead, been broke, been homeless, been rich, been poor, I don't know. I haven't been all that. I don't know. What I'm telling you, you're putting too much pressure on yourself. Relax. Your body needs to know that it's a healthy environment for a baby. Relax. Don't take anything personal, because it's not personal. Take a deep breath. Keep practicing, because that's the fun part. No, it's all right. What do you think my live streams are? Just ask, Dennis and Professor. This is the therapy live sessions. This is what we do on this channel, it seems. My advice may not be any good, but you got to put yourself in that happy spot. That's why you can't let others affect you. You can't. Don't give them power over you to make you sad about this. When a baby's ready for you, a baby's ready for you. It just is. Don't worry. No charge, Alexander. That's right. This is the, that's why I have to put a disclaimer. Sorry, I have no medical malpractice insurance, so don't sue me for my advice. It's only advice. But I mean that. You got to put yourself in a good space. Don't let people, because you are the only one that can put yourself in a bad space. They will not put you there. You will put yourself there. John says, hello, Professor. You've been a lot of help to me. Thank you. Well, we're happy to do it. And we have some great people here that are very smart, who have kids, don't have kids. You know, some of the guys on the channel here are not as good looking as I am, but we still like them. So, okay. Dennis says, PAC will pay you. Stop thinking about it. Just relax and leave it in God's hand. There you go. You know, I'm a really weird person, and I truly believe that the human body knows when it's ready for what the human body is ready for. And I really believe that babies come when the body's ready for it, when the mind is ready for it. And I really believe it. And I don't even like kids. Let me put that disclaimer out there. We don't have kids. I never wanted kids. I think they cost too much money and they smell like baby food and poop. So, but you can do it. Just don't let others drive your bus to pregnancy. My next 2 lives, no kids. There you go. Hey, JB and Father Sanders. Harp to blame the damn magnetic frequencies. That's right. Thank you. Oh, anytime. And I know you're only 23. And I know, and can I say this? Some of the older guys and older folks in here can tell you this. You're 23. Sweetheart, you're 23 years old. It's okay. You got a long ways to go. I personally believe people shouldn't have children until they're at least 23 years old. The older you are, the better that child is going to be. So we know a lot of girls that want to hurry up and get married and have babies. Worst thing. What's up, Professor? You need to break from yourself. HTN says, find your happy space. Don't worry about what others think. I agree. Now, I don't think it's inappropriate to go find out what doctors say. If there's nothing wrong with him and nothing wrong with you, just relax. It will happen. And you'll probably have twins or triplets at the same time. So it'll be all right. Chillin' kuya, father. That's strange. I'm 61. My son is 9. Yep, pretty right. Dennis, I might be a wolf man missed. Dennis, John, it is almost overripe for you. John said he went to the gym and went to the sauna and came home, and now he's kind of soft like a baby. He's soft like a baby. But Alexander, all I want to tell you is you're doing fine. There's no right or wrong. There's no easy. Just you're doing good. Be proud of yourself. Be proud of your boyfriend. And don't worry about anything else. Day-to-day life is what you need to worry about. Don't worry about tomorrow. Worry about getting through today. Tomorrow you get up, you get through the next day. And then you start thinking about, well, how can we plan for the future? Buying a house, being debt-free. There's so many other things you can worry about in life. Just my advice there. Well, we did have a few trolls earlier, but, they went away. They went crying and begging for forgiveness, but we told them no. So, well, and that's what I mean, John. I really believe that. Stress affects your health. And I think if you are wanting to have children, I think the more stress you have, and I'm not a smart man, but I do know what love is. But I do truly believe that your body knows what's what. I really do. So trust your body. Treat your body like a temple, unlike me, who treats it like a donut shop. Even though I don't eat donuts anymore because I got married and my wife won't let me. So, But stress is the number one killer. You hear it all the time. All the men that die of heart attacks is because of stress, right? And where does the stress come from? John, Dennis, where does the number one stress for men come from? I just want you guys, I know you, Henry, I know you guys are out there. I know you guys want to throw that word out there. It's a 4-letter word. It starts with a W, but I know you guys are going to get it right. You're not going to get the wrong 4-letter W word. So, and I'm also one of these people that truly believes you don't know what would have been or could have been. And I don't mean to be, because I know there's some of you on here that struggle with the health of their children. And I know that. And that's one of the hardest things to do. And my point is this. You don't know if you got pregnant today, or if you got pregnant 2 years ago, or 1 year ago, or 6 days ago, how that child would be. You don't know what's in the plan. And so you got to wait for the plan to happen. You can't make this type of plan happen. Work? Nope, wrong word. That's the wrong one. It's the other W word. Okay, I'll bring some donuts when I go there. Oh, Henry. No, don't bring any donuts. I don't even like donuts anymore. I can't stand. I love them. But no sugar. I'm on a sugar-free diet, kind of. Block Miss Man for swearing. Okay. Boom. Children. No. The word starts with a W, and it's a 4-letter word. The most stressful thing that men have. What causes all the stress? Dr. Snorkel, you can just abort the ones you don't want. Yeah, that ain't going to cut it. We don't do that. Diane at work. No. What's the other 4? Yeah, I promise you, it has 4 letters. I know I don't spell well, but it has 4 letters, and it's not work. And it starts with a W. Come on, somebody out there has to know the word. Come on, I think I'm gonna have stress myself now. Worm? Why, Sanders' wife, there you go. Ronald's just poking fun at us. The wife is what causes the stress, right? So, thank goodness somebody knew the term, thank goodness. That's all my stress is my wife, I'm telling you. But we don't have any kids either, and I don't have a job anymore. So the only thing that can cause me stress is my wife. Well, and the dog's health. So, if only if I had one. Oh, so you're going to plan to get married, Professor? Is that what that means? That you're looking to pick up a Filipina while you're there to become Mrs. Professor? It's kind of what it sounds like, only if you have one. Can you wife, weld 2 pieces of metal together? My wife? Yeah, she's pretty freaking handy. My wife can do just about anything. She can, yeah. And she doesn't take any shit off anybody. So yeah, she could, if she wants to weld, she can weld. Hell no, Professor says, wait, you misunderstood my statement. I'm not married, so that doesn't affect me. Well, not yet anyway, Henry. Someday Henry's going to get married, whether he realizes it or not. Right on, Henry. Well, I will say this, in all fairness, let me get my collar fixed. So I look like somebody who's presentable in the world. Being married to the right one is a good thing. Married to the wrong one is not a good thing. H.N. says, not if I can teach her not to get no. What are you not gonna teach her? How to? My wife can see BS, and that's the way my wife is. I don't talk much. Life is good. Yes. My wife, Lorelai, I'm telling you, she may be a pretty face, but she can see bullshit walking 20 miles away. She knows bullshit. And she smart. She can stand up for herself. She's good in business, good in math. I mean, she's a sharp girl. Men are always better roses. I know. We smell good. You know, we look pretty. We love roses. I have rose beds out in my yard, Diana. I know. We are a bed of roses. We are. Thank you for acknowledging that, Diana. I can teach Lorelai to weld. Well, I mean, she can. Well, I used to weld. I could do that. Well, now I wouldn't want to teach Lorelai. She'd just yell at me. But my wife is very handy. She can build stuff like nobody else. When we get modular stuff in the house, I just let Lorelai build it. Now, there are times when I got to try to tell her if it's an important item that I want, I have to tell her, please read the instructions first. Please read the instructions first. Maybe 4 or 5 times. But Lorelai can build just about anything. She's good at that stuff. So she gets a kick out of it. So we get new stuff in. I let Lorelai build it. Otherwise, why would I stress? Because she's going to sit next to me and go, you know, I could do that better than you. I could go faster than you. You know, you're old and you got heart failure and lung failure. You should go sit down over there and I can do this. Fine, just do it. I know how to weld. My dad was an iron worker. Yeah, I took welding in high school and did welding for a few years afterwards, off and on. So, are not always a belt. Oh, did I miss that word? Always, always. I know. Sometimes I omit words to turn things into how I want them to say. Hey, Jenna, I wouldn't know how to be a bed of roses. I wouldn't be. I never promised you a rose garden. Well, if you really think about it, men are kind of like a bed of roses because roses have thorns in them. And if you stick your hand in there, you get bit. We look good. We're very enticing. You know, we're handsome. We're charming. We smell good. But if you aggravate us, you're going to get poked. So, wouldn't know how to be a bed of roses. Wasn't that like Conway Twitty or somebody who sang that song? I never promised you a rose garden. But that's all I remember. I don't remember much country music from the 70s. I'm not that old. But yeah, my wife, man, I'm telling you, if I can get her to read instructions, she can build anything. I won't let her work on my cars because I just won't. But she could. John says, I'm a mattress back. I like my bed and my hot pad. Yeah, I have a good bed. We have a purple mattress. And I have a heating pad and I have a massaging heating pad. Because when I throw my back out, man, I will tell you, we've had the purple bed since we got back to the States a couple years ago. And I will have to say, I think it's the best mattress we've ever owned. Now, we paid like $3,000 for the damn thing, so it better be the best mattress you ever owned. But that purple mattress, man, it is nice. Your back is always sore. What's the punchline, John? Because your wife's on your back always? My ex didn't know how to solder, so he threw out my soldering gun. What an idiot. I mean, my dog can learn how to solder. Solder is really easy. Old age? Oh, I thought you were going to because your wife was always on your back. Well, Diana, maybe he had an inferiority complex. And since he didn't know how to solder, he threw it out. so that you would never ask him to do it because he couldn't do it, you know? Maybe it was one of those. Yeah, John, mine is old age, but part of mine is doing stupid stuff when I was young. You know, I tell people now that I'm old that I've learned life lessons. Just because you can pick up side by sides by yourself that weigh 286 pounds and deliver them by yourself, that's what I did as a kid. You shouldn't do that. It's not okay to do. Just because you can do something doesn't mean you should do it. He was, I thought he was mad because he had more tools than, because I had more tools than him. I misread your comment. I thought you were going to say he was mad because I told him he didn't know how to use his tool. My dad used to close anger before to solder. All right, I could see that. As the heat source, I could see it. Hey, if it works, I guess. Yeah, yeah. All you're doing is heating up a rod, and then you got your soldering. So I could see it easily. Yeah. I usually actually know how to acetylene glass weld, MIG, and TIG weld. Not saying I was good at it, but I actually knew how to do all those. MIG and TIG and acetylene weld. That's how I learned how to weld clothes hangers. Nice. Welding's a good trade. I tell young people, go be a welder. You know? Don't become a bachelor degree holder and go work for Walmart for $12 an hour. Go take an 8-month or a 9-month welding course and go make $50,000, $100,000 a year. You know, once you, get your welding skills up there. I had a friend that did underwater welding for about 10 years in his 30s. When he hit 40, he came out of the water because it wasn't the welding, it was being in the water so much. And he transitioned over time into becoming a welding instructor. A very high-paid, sought-after welding instructor because he was one of the few that could teach real-life underwater welding. So he stopped the line. Part of your job at Lucent was doing the soldering of the components. See, women are really good at that. Men aren't good at the small stuff, the detail work. We're not good at that, but women are really good at that. Aluminum is dangerous. Smoke will get you sick. Well, all of it will. Even on a MIG or a TIG, those welding rods, it's caustic metals. I can weld a bottle, a glass bottle to the table. Cool. Haven't seen that one before. Yeah. Women are really good at that. Haha, finally you admitted that I'm very good at details. What? What happened? Oh, my wife was stalking. You see that, guys? She was stalking. She was waiting until she got a compliment and came flying in. So, my dad worked on intercontinental missile sites in North Dakota years ago. Nice. So, oh, God. Everybody say hello to Lorelei. She's spying on us again. She doesn't want Diana to be the only woman in the house. Well, Alexandria was here earlier. We tried to cheer her up and made her feel better. We tried. We don't know if we did, but we tried really hard to do it. I really had a good feeling to see you because you see what? You see something? You said something? Big John, Loving Life says, hello, boss lady. Say something. Hi, everyone. Diana says, hello, Lorelai. We got a good friend that I've known over 30 years who is sending Lorelai a very special gift. So I can't wait to get that in and show everybody. So she is one of our followers, but I've known her for 30 plus years. Very good human. I'm very excited for her to see that. I'm going to take it. Don't get me wrong. It's for her, but I'm going to claim it for myself. So that's the only reason I'm excited. If it was like a purse or something, I wouldn't care. But since it's something really cool, I'm all excited for Lorelai to get this free gift. from a friend of ours. She found it down south. Believe it, it's good. You're going to see the video when it comes out. You're going to be shocked what she found, where she found it at, and she immediately thought of Lorelei, and she's going to send it to Lorelei, but I'm going to keep it because it's really cool. But if it was a purse or a scarf or something girly, then you know. So Lorelei saying hello to everybody. Hello, Diana says. We got dude in the house as he's confused about the word grandpa. I don't know what question you're asking. I guess, are you asking if you spelled it correctly or what? I don't know what your question is. Soap is in the house. Soap knows how to spell soap, so that's a good soapy thing. Soap is a good thing. It's a good to clean with. It is. But you don't want to use too much. You want me to tell you guys the secret on how to clean windows? I learned this off of YouTube. Imagine you can learn things off of YouTube. Here's the best way to clean your car windows and your house windows. Do not use Windex. Take like 1 gallon of water, warm water, and put 1 drop of Dawn dish soap in it and stir it up and clean your windows with that. They come out squeaky clean. Hey, la-lo, Lorelei. The professor's in the house. He's saying hello to the beautiful wife because he knows that's the only way to keep me out of trouble. We got a bunch of people watching, some good thumb uppers. Dennis gave us more super memberships today, Lorelei, just a few minutes ago. He came on and donated some more memberships to people. So there's all kinds of people waking up around the world going, holy crap, somebody gave me a membership to the Philippine American Couples channel. Yay! I've been dreaming of a membership to the adventures of the Philippine American couple all my life, and now I got a membership. Dennis is being Santa Claus around the world, and he doesn't even know it. We actually had one of them come back and check in with us. So it was good. I got Rico Rescue Reflector Belt. Hikers use a plan. Can you find from there? Oh, all right. I got you. Show them your new tree decor? Well, it's not turned on. Lorelei, I can show them, but it's not. All right. Here's the new tree. But it's not lit up or anything. So it doesn't look that pretty. We still got a couple more days. Well, let me take that back. Lorelei has a couple more days of Christmas decorating. Shout out to Dennis, the in-love man that has arm candy, nurse, and pretty. Yep, Dennis has his own personal arm candy. We got pictures of her. Might show you later if you guys are nice to us. I have pictures. I have exclusives. Chase and Tell Outdoors, hello to you. I see that you got a membership. Thank you for becoming a member, man. We appreciate you. And I think your sweetie got a membership too. So you and your sweetie can be sweetie membership buddies. I don't know. Just, you know. Chase and Tell, how are you though? Appreciate you being here. Thank you for coming in tonight. Hey, tell. Partial? Partial? I don't know. But yeah, and we're going to, and look, to pay us back for the great donation Dennis gave everybody for memberships, all we ask you to do is simply go out there and root 1 million people to our channel. That's it. Only 1 million people. That's it. But I know it's been a lifetime dream of so many people to get to be a member of our channel, and Dennis made it happen. I don't know if Ronald, were you one of the lucky lottery winners? All good, waiting for her to wake up. Nice. When are you headed to the Philippines to do the wedding bells? Because you gotta, when are you ready for wedding bells? It's Christmas time. There's a lot of bells. We can loan you some bells if you need them. But yep, Dennis hit he spun the lottery membership, and you and her both got brand new memberships. Oh, no wedding bells? Just the wedding, but no bells. Oh, wait, no wedding. Sorry, I misread that. Well, all right, if you insist. But you know, you're not getting any younger. Just saying. Not getting any younger. Marriage isn't all bad, but it is the wife that makes us men get old and gray. Not the four-letter word work, it's the four-letter word wife. Just the bells? Okay. And how is everything else going for you up there? You're getting cold weather now, right? Aren't you down in probably the 30s? So 40s at least? Here, Lorelai's been spending all of her free time working on decorating the Christmas house, is what she's been doing. And she got a bunch of it done last night while I was busy sleeping and watching TV. You know, who'd hate it? Who'd hate her? He says they're back. So, Henry, if you're still hanging out, let's see, Ronald, real appreciate Ronald and Henry and everybody with the Blue Wrench being here. Who'd it, hate it. Hater is back. We had to kick him out of the channel for a little while because he was not being very partial, pretty tree. Yes, I agree. All right. No, I don't. I can't remember. Is he from Poland? Poland? I thought Hooded Hater was somebody we had to get rid of, Lorelai. I don't think he was our Poland friend. No, I think I'll leave it on. You can take yours off if you got a hat on, but mine's on. Mine's good. So yeah, we got the Santa Claus is in place. Lorelai got that done last night. Whoop, let me turn that around so you guys can see Santy. There you go. There's Santa. There's the reindeer, the sleigh. She got the white thing. It's not quite done. So the fireplace mantle's not quite done, but we are getting there. So the Hooded Hater would like to be known as Mr. Clean. Okay. All right. So just change your moniker to Mr. Clean and we'll call you that. I'm here just hiding in the shadows. All right, Henry. Appreciate that, Henry. So you have a what? A small what? He have a who? I don't know. He who? Who are you talking about? You? Mr. Clean? Mr. Clean wasn't a real person. You know that, right? So Mr. Clean couldn't be anything because Mr. Clean was an advertising ad. So just thought I would clarify that for you. But that's all right. We don't mind you not knowing things. That's why we do this channel, to educate. Educate. So, and if you don't like the education, our good friend, the professor, who's in the house, can also help educate. You know. No, Mr. Clean didn't have glasses, and he was skinny. He didn't have facial hair, and I think he looked more like a handsome guy. All right, Hater. Not being rude. No, I don't think I looked like him. I think he was a much muscular face guy, and he had no facial hair and no glasses. This is the wife. You will not like my education, Chasing Tail says. So, but, yeah, I'm just telling you about Mr. Clean. I may look like Orson Welles or Brian Dennehy. I could see that. But, all right, be safe at work. That's right. They're just putting you in check right now. So as long as you're nice, everybody will be nice to you. Just remember that from the last time, because you're going to remember a lot of these people have short memories. So, all right, take care. Take care, Lorelai. But, okay, be safe, hon. So, Professor House Peters Jr., the actor who played Mr. Clean was Robert House Peters Jr. He was a muscular man with a bald head and hoop earring. Yeah, I don't think I look anything like him. And didn't he kind of, I always thought he kind of looked maybe Arab, because he had a little bit of a darker tone to his skin. So maybe Native American or something like that. I always thought he kind of looked more exotic than a big fat white guy like me. You look like Gruff from Skyrail. Well, first I don't know who Gruff is, and I don't have a clue what Skyrail is. So, but if they're famous, I will take it. Professor says, "Hey, CTO, chasing the tail outdoors." He said he was waiting for his honey to wake up there in the Philippines, Professor, is what he's doing. So, Yul Brynner. Oh, yeah. Maybe you're right. I was thinking of Yul Brynner that has that more of a Indianish vibe to him. He doesn't seem like a real white guy or anything. Seems to be a mixed race. You're right, Yul Brynner. I loved him in Western World. Hey, Professor from Chasing Tails. You look skinny. Well, you're delusional. I appreciate the hater. I appreciate the lie. But hey, if it's a lie that's in my favor, why not? But I also look fat, and so yeah, I'm not too delusional. So I'm not delusional. I don't look skinny at all. But that's all right. Someday maybe we will all be skinny at some point in time in our life when we're laying low in the coffin. There's no fat people in the ground anymore, right? So there's no fat people in the ground. Yeah. Well, and we know that there's a lot of people that go to the Philippines and they get skinny. Just bones, that's right, and some tissue. Walking the tightrope. It's a lot of fun, right? And we all know who this person could be, right? If you go back and look at the channels. So this would be somebody that Professor may be familiar with and some others of us might be familiar with, who I think is also doing a gaming live stream at the moment. So it could be, So, yeah. But things are great, man. We're excited. This weekend, Lorelai's today. Oh, it's Monday. Shit. We're not even close to the weekend, Lorelai's supposed to go to another party this weekend, and I told her, maybe we could try to find something Christmassy to do, because Thanksgiving's the week after this. And, I don't want all of these other Filipino parties to chew up our holiday time. So we're going to try to do maybe a little road trip this weekend ourselves. We can't stay overnight because Daisy and Lily, but maybe we'll just take a short road trip, or maybe Saturday night we'll go take you to the square and let you see all the beautiful Christmas lights. Maybe we'll do one of those trips, but we need to get out and do some things versus just going to all of these parties. All of these parties that we get invited to. And we have some friends that we will go to their parties. We'll attend some, but I don't want to go to, I just don't. I don't want to go to Filipino parties every weekend. I'd rather be able to go to Branson and Silver Dollar City and go see the lights and just do some things that I can make videos out of and share with you guys. So, Hooded Clipped is one of the dumb ones. So, sorry, Hooded. I'm going to call you the way it is. You must be like somebody else. You remind me of somebody who is that I know in the Philippines that is dumb as a rock. I'm sorry if that offends you, but you remind me of this person in the Philippines that I think is dumb as a rock, pathetic, a big crybaby, and won't take responsibility for their own damn actions. So, you know, but that's okay. Thank you for being here. Thank you for thumbs upping. And thank you for keep chatting. Drop a whole bunch more. Because the more you do it, the more YouTube loves me. The more my channel grows and grows and grows. The more that I get to become a YouTube superstar like Jake Paul. And I can get ready to beat up another old guy soon. So, have you guys been seeing a lot of the funny cartoons about Jake Paul? You know, he's going to be, Netflix has scheduled him to fight Warren Buffett, and there's one with Harrison Ford on a walker. So there's a lot of funny new cartoons out there about Jake Paul making fun of that. So there's a lot of people that really believe. A lot of people are very upset with Netflix. A lot of people think that Mike Tyson pulled his punches and didn't fight. Because all they wanted was the money. Jake got Netflix is the dumb people. So you got to ask yourself, are we the dumb ones for watching the fight? Or did Netflix, the stupid ones, to think that they were going to get a real fight, and they paid out over $60 million in prizes, and you know. Yeah, Jake Paul, Willie Nelson, Chasing Tail says there's a lot of clickbait channels because of it. It is. It is. I know. A lot of that clickbait stuff. I only do clickbait when I take my shirt off. This is what I do, Chasing Tail. That's how I get those views, is when I take my shirt off. Oh, Hooded, it's still here. I'm sorry, I didn't know you were still here. Bike Tyson. That doesn't even make sense. I don't know if Mike Tyson has a bike. But whatever, makes you happy, I guess. I still think Tyson would have won if he was in better health. I don't think it was ever intended for him to win. I'm starting, the more I feel pissed off because I think we got lied to. It wasn't a real fight. It was never supposed to be. We were sold a bill of goods. We were told that it was going to be a real fight, and it wasn't a real fight. It just wasn't. And that's what chaps me, you know. And I'm sure Netflix has been hearing a lot, you know what I mean? Because it's shameful. I think what they did was shameful. And I don't know if Mike Tyson was intentionally not moving, but he couldn't move, or he wouldn't move. So, you know, it's like his legs didn't work. So, and I know he had one of his knees wrapped. Hooded is talking about Peter Griffin. I don't know who that is. So, so you're Peter Griffin? Your name is Peter Griffin? Okay. So, Peter, it's nice to meet you. Thank you for being here. There was a rule for Mike to get his money, but he can't knock out. Yeah. Because there's a couple times where it looks like he pulled his punch. It was just an old man ducking punches in Walmart. Yes. Dennis! Some fool paid $2 million for two lazy boys outside the ring. Holy shit, well, that boy had too much money, Dennis. That's pathetic. Jerry, I wonder how much money Jerry Jones made off of it. Because, you know, his Cowboys suck rock shit this year. So, maybe Jerry did it because he needed attendance money. Because nobody's showing up for the Cowboy games. I don't know. Yeah. Well, I don't know who Peter Griffin is. I don't know what to tell you. Jake got 40 million, Tyson got 20. Exactly. Which is totally unfair. One, Jake didn't need the money, Tyson does. I don't care if Mike Tyson hustled us for 20 million. I'm okay with that. He deserves it. But I also know that he didn't He didn't get 20 million. His purse was 20 million, but by the time he pays all of his expenses, it's probably 10 million. So, yes, with stipulations, yeah, I just feel like we got hoodwinked. I'm very disappointed in that we were taken in by Netflix. One, the way Netflix advertised this, the fight was going to start at 7, not 12:30 p.m. So one, they lied to us about that. Two, Netflix can't live stream a damn thing, apparently, because they don't know how to do it. And three, the last fight was not a fight at all. So Don King from the grave still gets his 45%. Exactly. Exactly. That was a disgusting guy. You know. Never liked old Don King. But he made his money. So I guess he truly is dead then. I don't know. I know the Golden Boy is producing a lot of fights now. No, Hooded, I don't know what you're talking about either. I don't know that person either. So maybe you're just way too young to be in this old people group. I know we have some 12-year-olds that fit in pretty well, but I don't know how old you are, but maybe we just don't talk the same language. I think he's dead. Yeah, I agree. He was truly an opportunist, without question. Not a nice person. Can I show your tree? Yes. All right, everybody, show the tree to Vanessa. All right. There's the tree. My wife, be patient, everybody. My wife is back spying on us. She's showing her coworkers. It's not lit up. Is it plugged in, Lorelai? Or do I got to do something difficult to make it shine? Tree time. All right, it's not done. Give me a second. I'm going to try to turn Lorelai's Christmas tree on. So give me a second. You guys just watch the fish tank for a second, okay? Let me find my shoes, because I don't know how to turn the tree on. Because I know that's going to be the next question. Can you turn the tree on? All right. All right. Oh, let's see. Henry had to put you had to put Hit It Boy outside. Had to put him in timeout. Good job. So there's Lorelai's tree. Lorelai, the tree is lit. Because I knew she was going to ask me in a few minutes to do it. So everybody take a good look at Lorelai's tree and say, oh, it's so beautiful, Lorelai. It's the best tree. Your tree is prettier than the tree my wife is going to do. This is the best tree ever created by a Filipina in the world. It's the nicest thing in the world. All right. Rip, sorry. I was trying to do that. There we go. Yeah, the trolls are just wannabe trolls. They're not even real trolls these days, you know? And one of them just is jealous. One of the trolls that we keep getting is just somebody who's pathetic and jealous. And I got a feeling they live in the Philippines. Professor's giving the triple thumbs up. Beautiful Diana says. Dennis says, wow. Dennis, right, Henry, yes. Where has Bai been? Well, I think it's not even midnight there. Well, it's still daylight there. So, but there's the tree. There's the dog. Here, let me show you the dogs. You guys can look at my dogs. That's Daisy. Remember, she's the one that's heart failure. And that's their cute little winter sweaters that we bought them. There's Lily and her cute little winter sweater too. Look how fat that wiener dog is. And here's what's going on right now. So Daisy, you see Daisy, right? The black dog, she wants to come over here and sit on these pillows. So she wants to be right here, all right? But the red dog is in the way. Daisy's too nice. She won't walk over the red dog. So Lily will lay in her way so that Daisy doesn't get, it's funny, you know? And right now, Lily's asleep. Look at that. Look at that dog. And Poo Poo is sitting there going, all I want to do is go to the other part of the couch. But that dog is in my way. What do I do? How do I get over there? This isn't fair. I am suffering so badly. My life is so hard. Don't you know I have a heart failure now? I should be allowed to sit where I want to sit and not have to ask. That's the drama of the dogs. She's been working on walking. Where has Bai been? She's been working on waking up. I didn't see the up part. I'm like, what? She's been whatever. Wow, 10 a.m. there in the Philippines. So you just never know. So that's the dog drama. A lot of times they will, I don't know what word to use, but they will dog block the other one from getting to the spots where the other one wants to go. So it's kind of funny and strange. So, you know. Okay, so I guess Lorelai went back to work. Her friend got to see her picture of her tree, even though it's not done. Lorelai has a premature tree. So even though it's not done, she's showing it off to her friends. So that's good for her. Must be nice to sleep in. I slept in until about 9 o'clock today, but I was up until, I don't know, 3 or 3:30 watching the new TV series on Amazon Prime called Alex Cross. From the books and the movie, they have a new series out. And when I first started watching it, I went, then I watched the second one, the third one, fourth one, the fifth one, the sixth one, the seventh one, the eighth one, and went, Jesus Christ, man, I can't turn this damn show off. And then they did something that I didn't like, and so I turned it off and went to bed. But by that time, it was like 4 a.m. But it's a pretty good show if you haven't seen it. It's on Prime. It's a series about Alex Cross. It took a little bit. The first one was a little slow. Second one is a little slow. Kind of took a little bit to get going into there. So, but I liked it so far. I don't know what I'm going to watch tonight. There's another show out there that you guys should watch. It's called Matlock. You know, it's a It's a lawyer show. It's a good show. If you haven't seen it, I would encourage you guys to watch that. But we got to start watching Christmas shows here soon. Right after Thanksgiving, and Thanksgiving's next week. We got to get our minds right, people. We got to get your minds right. We will no longer have a failure to communicate. You need to get your minds right and think about Christmas right after Thanksgiving. She's being lazy today. Oh, it's all right. Nothing wrong with being lazy. I like to be lazy. I do indeed. Well, she'll probably do a live stream later, I'm sure. Michael did a live stream. If you guys, MJ's retirement, Filipino retirement, did a live stream, his first one today. So I appreciate everybody going and helping his channel out. He's trying to build his channel while he's there in the Philippines. Here's a question for you, though, because I'm just thinking of Professor and MJ and myself and Dennis. If you know, who's the problem? I was thinking about that today for Michael, because Michael's gotten a little bit of hate that he doesn't deserve from somebody. You know, try to accuse him of being extremely curious about what was between his legs, you know, which I thought was extremely strange to hear, but whatever. But Henry, the question is, have you been lazy today? Try to be a little lazy, but you got too much going on. I know. I did some stuff today. Oh, I did some laundry. I did some YouTube work. I took the trash out because today's Monday. In my part of the world, Monday is trash day. So, trash day Monday is what today is. I was, got to get the trash out. But it's cold and rainy here, so I don't know. What were we talking about? Oh, Netflix. So I'm really disappointed with Netflix. I want to go through and see if they're going to have any good stuff coming up the next few weeks until January over Christmas. And if they don't have anything good coming up, then I like to pause Netflix and not pay them for a couple of months. And then I wait for good stuff to come back, and then I turn Netflix back on because it says, and then you can get caught up. I think there's a smudge on my camera. Is that a smudge? Looks like a smudge. But you can save it because Netflix, the thing about Netflix is just go in and watch everything and then turn it off, then come back 2 months later, watch what's new, and turn it off and save money. Been working on the truck. What are you doing to the truck, Henry? What type of work are you doing on it? We went and got gas. We paid $2.38 for gas yesterday. Timmy's in the house. Timmy and her honey bun, Chasing Tail, is both here. Thank you both for being here. He was talking about you earlier. Had nothing but great and wonderful things to say about you, Timmy. How beautiful and sweet and wonderful you are. I mean, he was gushing about how great you are. I see that you happen to be a member of our channel. How did that come by, Timmy? Thank you for being here. Thanks for the membership gift. You got to thank Dennis. Dennis is the one that bestowed the gift of membership to our channel. He's being Santa Claus early because Timmy, he knows that deep down, everybody in the YouTube universe wants to be a member of the adventures of the Philippine American couple. So he's trying to make everybody's early Christmas dream come true because his Christmas dream came true. So, maybe that's why I had good sleep. Yeah. Diana's saying hello to you, Timmy. Timmy, Diana's one of our good friends. But we're happy that you were one of the lucky ones to get a membership. Because I didn't know this, Dennis didn't know this, that when somebody buys memberships, you have no control over where they go. They just go. And random people get assigned the membership. We didn't know that. I didn't know that. So I thought you could buy memberships and give it away. Like poor HTN, he still hasn't gotten one. Tune up and a little bit of tweaking. Okay, nice. Hello, Henry. Timmy says to you and Diana, and wow. Yeah. Scarfaced 4 says, yo, what's up, bro? Doing good. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you. Thanks for the thumbs up as you came in. If you haven't subscribed to us, please do. Dennis the Menace, gotta love him. That's right. Stop spreading rumors. Soul sister, that's right. Me? I didn't do anything. That's right. You're innocent. If you could give a life advice for young people out there, what would it be? I can give you a lot of advice. Just ask anybody in the chat. My whole life has been nothing but advice. But let me simply give you this advice. If you're young, do not depend on anybody but yourself. Pay your own bills, make your own way in life, so that you can stand back and look upon yourself and be proud of where you came from and what you achieved. One thing you have to understand, that when you ask for a hand out, somebody's going to expect something in return. So don't ask for favors. Don't ask for money. Earn your way through life. Because then you can stand on top of the mountain and say, look at me. I made it, and I did it. I didn't have to get my mommy to give me money or whatever it is. So, simply put, be your own person, make your own way in life, and earn everything that you get so that you can be proud of yourself. Diana saying hello to you, Scarface 4. Henry says, yep, going to see if I can get a little bit more off of the gas mileage. Nice. Follow your dreams and live your passion for you to enjoy life. That's right. It is. I think if you can live your dream and make money, you're a winner, 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 chicken dinner. Well, thanks, brother. Much appreciated. Anytime. I give advice every day, whether people want it or not. Professor says, listen to your elders, son. Now, let me expand upon what Professor says. Because what he is saying is, it's a tiny bit deeper than that. My best advice to young people is to look at people that they deem to be successful, that are older than them, and repeat what they did. Learn from what other people have already done. And old people are old for a reason. Just remember that. Thanks, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Hey, 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 Timmy's in the house. Ron, oh, do, 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 do. As a young person, I want you to tell us a lesson that you've already learned now. So I want to know something that you have learned at your young age. Because when we learn things, that means we're opened up to what? Learning. You deserve every follower you get. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I work hard for my subscribers, to be honest. I feel like I do. I've promised many, many times not to get naked on YouTube. And that's because of you guys, So I do work hard at it because I would prefer to run around naked, but, Don't pee in the wind or you'll get wet on. Yeah, pee. You got to pee. not against the wind, right? You got to be with the wind. So that's a good one. Don't eat yellow snow is another one. I was figuring John, Loving Life, would come in with that one. Don't eat the yellow snow. So, but I'd like to know something from young people at a young age. What is it that you've learned? Because I think that helps us older people understand what you guys go through at that age that you're in. Because when we were your age, it was a totally different world. So there's a huge difference there. Jason X is in the house. So, yeah, I'm always interested to know what young people think. Because with the internet and technology and everything else that's going on, you live in a much different world than we did. Being young, it's okay to be young and dumb and broke, but don't be naive. I like that. Don't believe everything you hear, right? Don't believe everything you, what did they say? Don't believe everything you hear and believe even less of what you see. Make sure you break the ice before swimming. God. Oh, God. One big piece of advice I would give to young people, and I give this one a lot. Swim in the ice, raccoon. If you're a boy, don't get a girl pregnant. You put the package on, or the wrap. What? How do they say that? Use condoms. Don't be a jerk and get some girl pregnant just because you want to get laid. All right. If you're a boy, understand these words. It's wrong of you to do that. Girls, if you're a girl, understand that young boys want to do nothing more. There's only one thing that they think of and that they want to do, and that's to get your pants off. They will lie to you. They will promise you everything. They will give you everything just to get your pants off. But once they get them off and get their thing in, they're done and they're gone. So those are my two advice for young people, if that makes any sense. And I know everybody in here can relate to all of that. The other good tip about swimming is if you're going to go swimming, make sure your shorts can stay up. That's a very important one. You know, there's too many videos out there of people losing their shorts when they're swimming and they got to come out all nakedy, and that's not a good thing. You know, and I'm a firm believer, of course, as an old educator, that everybody's dumb, but nobody's stupid. We're just uneducated. You know, ignorance is bliss, but ignorance can be rendered null and void. Pick up a book, learn, read, study. Diana likes risk your life, don't throw it away. Yep. Date a girl that wears a dress. It's a lot easier. Oh my God, chasing tail. Oh man, you're so bad. You're so bad. No. We got to let young people grow up without the burdensome of having children at 16 and 17 and 18. You know. So, does the girls even wear dresses anymore? Is that a thing? I don't even know. They will. They give you the thorn and they leave. I mean, I'm telling you, one of the best things you guys could tell any young women, look, just understand that those little boys, they can't do anything. Everything controls them getting your pants off. Now, that's it. Every thought, they wake up, go to bed, they're at school, when they're in church on their knees praying, they're thinking about how to get your pants off. They're going to promise you a rose garden, you know. And then once the rose garden is a blooming, they're going to hightail it out of there and go find some other girl. You're staying out of this one, Henry? Why, Henry? Are you a bad role model? I don't think you're a bad role model, Henry. What's the, well, Henry, I'm going to bring you into the conversation anyway. I'm sure you have a piece of wisdom for young people about automotives that you could share. Ronald says, sad but true. It is. It is. It's sad but true. It is because you don't belong to the young anymore, Henry. Ooh, spack. Man, she just laid the smack down on you, Henry. She just said Henry can't relate to young people of ours because Henry's old, and I mean old like an old as dirt. I mean, I think Timmy just came in and just laid the smack down. But I was trying to give you a saving face, Henry. I was trying to give you the ability to come up with something. You know, I was. But Timmy came in and went, boom. Hi, Poople. See, I'm telling you. See? You think my house is all peace and quiet? Look at this. The black one thinks that's Daisy with the heart failure. She thinks if she stares long enough, that maybe she can get Lily to move. She thinks, I'll just sit here and stare at her like this. And maybe she'll move. Yeah, Timmy likes it. Timmy knows. Chasing Tail knows that Timmy came in and laid down the smackdown. Lovely pets they are. You want to see more? We're not too shy to show you our pets. There's Daisy. Daisy's the one that was in the car accident this year and has a crippled foot because of it. And that's Daisy. She has heart failure. Daisy wants to be here in the pillow of the couch, but since Lily is laying all the way across the cushion, Daisy can't get there. So Daisy's going to lay there in hopes that that one will move. Now, the funny thing is, if it was the reverse, Lily would push past Daisy. So if it was the opposite, Lily would just push her out of the way. So, but yes, we have lovely pets. Thank you, Timmy. I knew you had a good heart, Timmy, no matter what Chasing Tail said. So, yeah, Henry says, yeah, but some things are better learned the hard way. They are. They are learned. They are. But not when it comes to automotive. What number one tip could you give a young person about a car? I think that's a good thing. I think every kid ought to know how to change the tire. My nieces, when they were getting their driver's license, I made them change the tire on the car by themselves. Because as girls, I didn't want them to be stuck out on the road and have to beg or ask or hope somebody would help them. So when I was teaching them how to drive, I made them change the tire. You betcha, the full thing. Made them break the lug nuts themselves, everything. You got to do it. Good-hearted badass. Hard for me to accept that I am. Good-hearted badass in the house. She said, I'm never gonna promise you a rose garden. Professors, I wonder how Santa Claus got into Mrs. Claus' stocking. He got into her stocking? What was he doing? Is he a cross-dresser? Why is he in her stockings? I don't understand that, Professor. Are you now saying that Santa Claus is part of the woke movement? And he's running around being a he, she, it, they, may, hey, K, and a WYZ? Miss Man's on fire. Fire, okay. So we know my favorite Christmas movie, which is It's a Wonderful Life, but Ronald brought it up. So what Christmas movie are you looking forward to watching this holiday season? Learn how to work on them so you don't have to depend on someone else. I agree. But I don't think young people can work on modern day cars because I don't even think modern day mechanics can work on modern day cars. You know what I mean? It's like you open the hood up and you need a computer. So I guess one of the best things we can do, Henry, is teach them how to drive. That's one of the primary, learn how to drive. I like to teach young people how to drive because I take them out in the field and I make them do burnouts. I make them get the car going as fast as they can and slam on the brakes. I scare the living shit out of them, and then I teach them the right way to drive. That way they know what happens if you do it the wrong way. So who wants to see the movie Elf this winter? Are you going to watch Elf? Are you going to watch Tim Allen's The Santa Claus? Are you going to watch the old-time Christmas movies? Lorelai and I, maybe we'll go do that this Saturday. Lorelai and I are going to go watch the new Christmas movie called Red One, either Sunday or Saturday this weekend. We're going to go watch a movie, The Red One. Or Red One. I don't think it's The Red One. I think it's Red One. Like President One or Air Force One or something like that, you know. They can't. They need a computer to do a tune-up now. I know. It's crazy. And the weird thing is, they can take the computer, right? Pull it up and make some adjustments, and everything's all fine. A little crazy. I always like to watch the Tim Allen movies. Elf is good. So we'll watch those over the holiday. We'll find them and watch them. Santa Claus number 27 is good. I don't, but I think we're a little bit excited about Christmas, the new movie, Christmas, with The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, or whatever his name is. I think he's playing Santa Claus. I'm not for sure. No, I don't think he's Santa Claus. That's pretty good, Ronald. He's in the North Pole. He had to go to the South Pole to make all of those elves. He did. And look, Ronald, I'm going to go a step further. If Santa Claus made all the elves, he didn't make them with Mrs. Claus, right? Because then they'd be just other Santas and Mrs. Santas. So he had to go find something else to make them with. Oh my gosh, Mist Man is on fire! So, I don't know. He is the jolly one. Yep, he had good sleep. He's prime and ready to go. He is. Ready to fly, fly, fly. But that's all the Christmas movies I can think of that I know. You're the correct Baconator. Baconator. See, that could be, I could see that. Remember how they talk on the hat, the Santa Claus hat? Baconator in the house. Baconator coming in for a landing. Red One coming in for a landing. Santa was a freak in his day. I think he is a freak in his day. He gets the freak on. Well, there has to be something going on being around all of those elves, and, you two going up for sure. Gonna be wild. Yep. Gonna be wild. Wild. Santa's a good guy, right? I collect Santa Clauses. I don't know if you guys knew that. I collect Old World. I like the history of the Old World Santas. Lorelai has bought me a bunch of them over the years. So, she says that she has a Christmas present for me, a birthday present. My birthday's on Thanksgiving. So, I'm hoping it's a fishing trip to the Bahamas without her. I mean, I don't know what she's getting me for my birthday. I told her don't, because we've spent so much money on the dogs. But she said that she's already got a birthday present that I get on Thanksgiving. So maybe to be I tried to give her a fishing pole for her wedding anniversary, and that didn't work out so well. So I don't think she'll be getting me one of those. What? Wow, without me, nice. Well, that was going to be it's a fishing trip. I know how much you hate fishing. Dennis made me say it. Dennis sent me a message. Lorelai, it's Dennis's fault. Dennis sent me a message saying, hey, put this out there, see if your wife is paying attention. Dennis did it. Dennis is the bad one. And Ronald. Ronald did the same thing. Eve thing I planned is for you to do. You are getting in trouble now, Dave. Well, Dennis and Ronald. It's Dennis and Ronald. Yes, I confess to all. See? Well, I don't know where Kiko is. I told Kiko if he came back tonight, Dennis, I would show him those pictures he missed. But I don't know where he is. Who is Santa's mistress? Wouldn't that be the head girl elf? I always thought he had a thing going on with Elf Girl, the lead elf girl, you know? Oh, Mrs. Ito, That's not funny. No, David, that's pointing fingers. No, not David pointing fingers to the Dennis. I am. I'm pointing fingers right at Dennis. Right there. So, I promised Kiko, but I guess Kiko stood us up tonight, that I would show some more pictures of Dennis's winning the lottery. He's got a hot tamale, if Dennis is okay with it. But, and Kiko must have decided, you know. Because Dennis has a new love interest in his life, which we're very happy about. Lorelai's very excited for Dennis. Santa's coming down the chimney. Santa Claus is coming to town. Good on y'all, Baconator, whoop whoop. Yeah, he did good this time, Ronald. You'd be impressed. He did a very good job with this one. She looks really intelligent and smart lady. She looks like she's a very put-together person. You know what I mean? Somebody who's articulate, can carry on a conversation versus bursting out of her shirt. So, what about Ronald, though? Ronald, do you have a main squeeze in the Philippines, or are you still just doing one a day? Are you on the one-a-day program? Or do you got a main squeeze in the Philippines? I feel like busting loose, No. Ronald's neglecting the question. He's deflecting, kind of. See? Ronald is deflecting the answer, the question. He's like, well, maybe. We know that Timmy has a new man in her life. We know Dennis has a new woman. Henry and Diana are becoming friends. I'm married, so I can't have any new friends. Say, what? I'm not allowed to date anymore because I got married. Go, Miss Man. Yeah. Say, what? Well, that's what you're saying. Yeah, it is what it is. That's all right. Yeah, Dennis did good this time. Lorelai was very taken by her. Very impressed. What did Lorelai, I know you're listening because you're always spying on me. What were you saying, that she had a whole lot of calcium? Lorelai kept mentioning how much calcium she had. I can't remember last night. Calcium? I don't know. I think it was calcium, right? Yeah, you're my radio. I'm your radio? Is that a good thing? I'm confused. Yeah, you're my radio. Oh, Lorelai, oh, she has a huge source of calcium. Okay, that's what she was saying. Yeah, I'm listening to you while I'm working. Yeah, you're spying to make sure Ronald behaves. I know what you're doing. Ronald, Dennis, Henry, making sure Timmy behaves. That's what Lorelai's ready to strike. She's like the Filipina cobra, psst, or the Philippine eagle. Whoosh, whoosh. But yeah, Lorelai was impressed by her calcium source, Ronald. What big boobs you have, says the wolf. Woof, woof, woof. Woof, woof, woof. Yeah, the professor likes it. In a few minutes, I will be out training somebody. Good. What are you going to train him to do? Train him to be nice. First and foremost, tell him to be nice. Be nice. Most importantly, be nice. Train them to be a devoted and loving wife. Oh, the hard job. Okay. He did. I got lots of pictures. Ronald, I got lots of pictures. Let me get to the messages. Ah, we got a lot of people going on. He did. He sent me pictures, Ronald. Ask Dennis if it's okay to show you, and I will. I know she's spying on everybody. She's going to teach him to spy. Looks like it takes a month before getting familiar with the task that I'm training. Oh, so Lorelai, the new job she got, she learned in a week, but the employees that she's going to train, they got to give them a month to learn the job. Is that what you're talking about? Because Lorelai picked it up in a week. Miss Man, you won the sweetie lottery. Right. I'm going to show you the first one. There's Dennis's squeeze. Let me get in there. She's Colombian gold, man. Colombian gold. Colombian gold, man. Colombian gold. We got another Colombian gold in the house. Ronald's drooling. Ronald's jealous. Ronald's going to be able to tell Kiko, hey, guess what I saw yesterday? I saw the Colombian gold that Dennis won. Now we know what Dennis is smoking. He's smoking Colombian gold, man. Smoke that Colombian gold, man. We're playing show and tell. That's what we do on this channel. We play show and tell. Yeah, drool all you want, Ronald. Go ahead. You get the bib out and do your drooling. Congratulations to Dennis. I outpunted my coverage. I know the feeling. I really do. What do they say in that one movie? You know, you're fighting out of your league with that one. You know, or you're fighting out of your weight class with that one. I feel the same way, Dennis. And Ronald is always fighting out of his league or his weight class. Jason Tell says, congratulations to you, Dennis. See, yeah. See, you know, love is in there for everybody. It's Christmas time. Just roll with it. Enjoy it. Have a good time with it. Don't stress over it. And just keep going and going and going and going. I mean, that's the way love is. Amore. I don't know the Italian song. So. But Kiko would be jealous. But Kiko's not here. Diana. Well, what do you think Henry's going to do? Huh? You know, you guys will be having all kinds of pictures when you're at the Christmas party. So, Chasing Tell, by the way, we're having a Christmas party December the 14th. You're welcome to drive down for it. So I think Diana's coming. Henry's going to try to make it. The Dennis man, the Canadian man, the Baconator, is going to try to come down for it. So we got a lot of Filipinos coming, a few Americans. So there'll be a lot of photographing happening here. Arkansas. That's right. Henry run away to get his woman, yes. Yeah, Diana and Henry are gonna meet up here in Arkansas. And we should have a bunch of people here. I don't know, maybe 30, 40 people here. I don't know for sure. So, see, maybe they can make a connection. If not, at least I'll have good friends, you know. Dennis is going to try to fly down. We've invited the whole entire world. I went ahead and invited Mike Tyson and Jake Paul, or Logan Paul, whatever the kid's name. I don't know. I don't give a shit. I invited Netflix to come and explain why they ripped us off, but I don't think they're coming, you know. Kiko's not going to make it. He's too busy playing golf. So, oh, not in this house, you don't. And I don't care what you try. When you got a house full of 30 Filipinos, you can't hide from the damn camera. Because them cameras are up every freaking place there is. You know, right, Timmy? Timmy knows this. You know, what I do now, right before dinner, I've figured out, I have a little speech. But one thing I do is I tell all the Filipinos in the house, all right, we're going to eat the food in 5 minutes. So get your last pictures taken of the food because people are hungry. So get it wrapped up. 5 minutes to wrap up time so we can actually get into the kitchen and eat the food that you guys keep taking pictures of or selfies of, you know. Timmy knows what I'm talking about. You can run, but you can't hide, Diana says. You'll get filmed before you know it. Oh, yeah, and repeatedly. Many thousands of years ago, before I met Lorelei, I had a house with a pool, and as a lot of you guys know, I've had Filipino friends since I was 18, 19 years old. And I used to have parties at my house all the time. And a lot of the Filipinos would come over to swim at the pool and barbecue and grill out. And I had some Americans there for the first time one time. And there's this girl, about 12, 14 years old, little American kid. She comes up to me later on in the party, and she's like, can I ask you a question, sir? And I'm like, sure. You know, I'm thinking, sir, who the hell do you think you are? I'm not that damn old. But I said, absolutely. And she's like, why are all those girls from the Philippines taking so many selfies of themselves? And I told her, I said, well, simply put, because they are breathing. It's what they do, you know? And she's like, oh, okay, thank you, sir, and wandered off. So, you forgot I've been to the Philippines before. I know, but have you been in a party that has 30 plus Filipinos? Yeah, yeah, with 30,000 cameras? I'm just saying, Henry. Man, you can't escape anything around here. Professor says, hey, Diana, hey, Professor. So we know you've been to the Philippines, but you haven't been in a modern day party with 30, 35 Filipinas with cameras who's trying to karaoke, drink, sing, and dance, and eat food. You haven't been around me, Diana says, ooh. Henry, I think she just threw down the gauntlet and said, yeah, huh, huh, all the plus you don't know about all the hidden cameras I have everywhere. I got hidden cameras everywhere. You know, just ask my wife. She knows where they're at. I don't know where they're at. That's how she knows. She has hidden cameras in the house. You know, I just don't know where they're at. Can't make it and have hands full with one. Well, that's all right. Yeah, there'd be like a good 30 of them here. So, but you'd be welcome to come join us. I'm really hoping it's a warm December the 14th. That way all the men can go outside and enjoy the fire pit and not have to put up with the women so much. But being that it's December, it might be kind of chilly. So I might have to send an email out to all the men to bring a winter coat with them. So, or maybe I'll get the garage set up where the men can hide in the garage. If I can avoid getting my picture taken while on stage, I'm sure I can avoid it there. All right. Well, it sounds like a challenge. You know, sounds like a challenge. The only problem is now we're going to set up cameras. So as soon as you knock on the door, like glamour shots or flash bulbs going off or whatever you want to call that. So, on stage, yes. Henry used to be a musician, a star. Because I think he means that when he was doing music, not when he was being dragged across the stage in handcuffs. So I think, you know, not during his perp walk, but when he was being an entertainer. Man, I've been on camera. I've been on camera so freaking much. That's why YouTube doesn't bother me. I spent my entire teaching career in front of cameras and people and all that. Henry says, I used to play in bands back in the days. You know. They was looking good, contrasting colors, hat and eye shirt, go PAC. Woohoo! You like that, right? It's good, right? Not doing a tropical shirt. It's winter out. It's a little cool. It's a great looking mustard color. You know, hat almost goes with it, but doesn't. It's not matchy. So it goes good. My skin looks good and healthy. I don't even look that old and gray. Right, Professor? I'm almost styling and profiling like you. You're my hero, man. I want to style and profile like you. Then it says, nice combo. I need a bunch more hats. I need a bunch more everything. But I really do need some more hats. I really do. I need some more hats. You know. Wow, HDN. Yeah, HDN. I played at the Tokyo Dome. The Tokyo Dome in Tokyo? Is that when you were still in the service? So we wouldn't be able to recognize you anyway from short hair, long hair. So you were a short hair serviceman to a long haired hippie, you know. I was a drummer. Drummer. Heck yeah, Diana says, smoking. Smoke on the water. Beat that drum, little drummer boy. I have no musical talent at all. At all. I would really like to learn how to play my ukulele, but I don't want to pay somebody $30 an hour to teach me. I think that's shitty, and I'm too poor. But man, I would really like to learn how to at least play a little bit on the ukulele my friends got me. I really, really would, but I'm too cheap. And I don't, and I've watched YouTube videos and I'm like, I'm missing something. You know, something's lost in translation. I can't ask questions. I can't go, wait a second, back up. You know, I think you skipped something. Now, what is this again? You know, in the 80s, HTN, in the 80s. Yep, heck yeah, in the 80s. The 80s were good years. For all of us who survived the 80s, we all know it was the good years. The 90s, not so much. I had a lot of fun in the 80s. I still had long hair, just kept it under the hat. Okay, nice. Professor is enjoying the evening, right on. Yeah, in the 80s. Everything is in the 80s. We're all too old for it not to be the 80s. You know, I mean, except for Ronald. His heyday was the 50s. So, you know, maybe early 60s. I'm going to get Ronald nice and old before we're done. I miss the 80s. 1880s, there you go. I'm telling you, you guys are going to get a kick out of this gift, thinking of the 1880s. That's coming for Lorelei from that friend of ours. I'm telling you, some of you guys are going to get a really kick out of that gift. There was no social media. Oh, I know. Holy Jesus. I would be in prison. Ooh, man. If there was social media back in the 80s, we would be, man. The viral videos. Ooh. Man, I would still be in prison. Barely remember the 80s? Yeah, I can relate to some of that. Loving life, my universe. Yeah, the 80s, man, we got away with stuff that you'd go to jail for now. A lifetime ago. Yeah. Oh, Miss Universe. I think it's over. A Norwegian girl won, didn't she? Norwegian or Scandinavian or somebody? So no Asian chick this time. One of the whitest white girls I've ever seen won. I think it was Miss Norway who won. Man, I was into all kinds of shit in the 80s. Excuse me. Ooh. See, there goes that 80s brain rattling around in there. The 80s was a lot of fun. It was a lot less stressful than now is, I think. We could get away with so much more and not go to jail and not have people ridicule us because there was no cameras around. Well, yeah, exactly. But with the cameras now, you would have been caught. At least I would have been. I mean, all the crap. I mean, and look, statute of limitations are over. All the people that I threw off of the rooftops of buildings, you know, if that would have been on camera, you know, the car chases, the drugs, the music, the drinking, you know, the combat sports, you know, it was a different era. Baconator and I go back 3 decades, reason why we still are here. That's right. The professor. Well, you're getting ready to get a visit, professor, from Viking. He said that they're going to Thailand, and he's coming to the Philippines to hang out with you. So that'll be a fun thing for you guys. But yeah, I'm just really grateful there's not any cameras back from the 80s. to see what we did. And man, I'm just telling you. Yes, Miss Man. Whoop, whoop. Vikings coming. He did. Told us today. He said he's coming to hang out with you. Said he has to go to Thailand to look up some lady boys and, you know. No, he's excited about it. So I'm happy for him. Christian's a good guy. So he's going to have a good trip on his trip. So they invited Anthony to come up on that live stream. I don't think he ever did. Has anybody heard from a Yank in the Philippines, Tony, Anthony? Is he still alive? Is he still kicking? Is he still okay? Ronald is in his immortal area. He is. Ronald is living his second 20s. You know, Ronald is living the life of every 20-year-old's dream. Yeah, I miss the parties too. I don't like to drink anymore, but I do miss the parties. The women were prettier, except for my wife. Wheels on the bus go round and round. Wheels on the bus go round and round. He will experience culture shock in the Philippines. Well, I thought the Viking has already been there. I know he's been to Thailand before. I thought he was already in the Philippines before. No? I thought he was there. Viking. Diana. Oh, yeah. Parties were good. Alcohol was cheap. Women was easy. You know, you could punch somebody in the face and not go to prison. I could be wrong. I could be wrong now, but I don't think so. But you guys will have a good time, Ronald. I know he's looking forward to it. You can be his Philippine mentor. You know? Make sure you line up some women. Make sure, how much are the women? How much for the women? Haven't seen him in a long time, Henry says. I haven't either. I just wondering if he's alive and kicking is all. I don't want to watch his live streams or anything, but I just wondering, you know. Philippine Man Tour. Yeah. He's the, we got to come up with a good name for that. He's the man madam. He's the Philippine man madam. He's going to show all the expats a good time in the Philippines. Michael says Andrew Tate syndrome. I have no clue who Andrew Tate is. So, sorry I don't know Andrew Tate. But thank you for being here, Michael. Appreciate you. Thanks for the thumbs up. It's always appreciated. It's only evil in the West. Everything's evil in the West. And in the East is the West, if you keep going. So when you head west, the East becomes West. Diana says, oh no, the professor, that a-hole on, okay. I got you. I remember that now. Okay, thank you for the reminder. Well, I don't know if it's okay in Asia, as long as you don't get caught. Andrew Tate, yes. There's so many assholes on YouTube, it's really hard to keep up with them. It seems like the longer we're on YouTube, right, as the years go by, there's more and more YouTubers that are bad. There's more and more expats that are just e-beggars. There's more and more, you know, patheticness on YouTube. The kid in Korea, you know, the Jack Doherty kid, all these YouTubers. So it's hard to remember, you know, no, I don't know about that. Well, I don't know if it's okay in the third world countries either, but it depends on what religion is the driving force in those countries. So I think my thought would be it's more acceptable for the men in third world countries, to spread their seed to every plant there is. People raised without being able to experience their feelings can grow up with no conscience. Third world countries is a tough life for kids. I agree. First world countries like America, especially the way America is now, man, these young kids have become YouTubers. They don't have a clue what reality really is. That's why that kid in Korea and Jack Dorsey and some of those others, man, life is going to smack them in the face and they're going to go, but wait, I'm a YouTuber. This isn't fair. Don't you know I'm famous? Who I am? Nobody's ever said no to me before, you know. So I agree. I think children in I think children in America have it easy. Not all, because there are some that are in a very dangerous situation. But for the most part, yeah. When, yeah. So that's just my thought. What was that? That was a. I thought I saw a flash of light somewhere. Well, I think they have better values, if that's where you're going to that, Michael. I think a lot of third world countries have better values than what countries like America says we have. We say we have values, but we don't actually practice that. We grow up as a survivor. That's what we are, versatile. We can survive anywhere in the world. I agree. Timmy, I agree with you more than you know about that. That's why I tell people in the Philippines, when the typhoon hits, don't worry about it. They'll figure it out. They got it. You know, they can adapt, overcome more than you could ever imagine. They can survive in any country. They can survive doing anything because that's what they have to do. So, people that adopt third world kids find out after the kid gets older. Yeah. And Michael says, not really. Well, okay. So that's what I agree. I agree. I am impressed by a lot of because I used to teach international students. Every year, they came and worked for me. The only job they could have at the college was working at the college. The only job they could get, being an international student, was being an employee at the college. And so I had international students that worked for me every semester. Sometimes they worked for me for up to 2 years. And I'm just telling you, the ones that came from first world countries as international students, compared to the ones that came from third world countries, I would be happy to hire the ones from third world countries any day of the week. Any day of the week. The poorest Americans experience third world life compared to the richest. Well, of course. Of course. Yeah, you have very poor people in America, and you have very rich people in the East. The poorest of the East is poorer than America, though. But we have a lot of poor people and issues that we have to deal with in America that we don't deal with. But I do believe third world children are tougher and able to survive better than first world, because in a lot of third world countries there's not food stamps. There's not all these programs that can help out. So, but there's poor people that suffer in every part of the world, without question. And America's no different. So, but here, at least you can have free lunches. And there's a lot of programs designed. Now, whether they're efficient and effective, that's a whole different ball of wax. But at least we have all of those here. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, it's 9 o'clock. I think it's about time to wrap this up. Love and Life, as Filipina P said to me, Filipina kids, without conscience, maybe more in the Philippines than the USA. Let me understand this. Filipina P said to me, Filipina kids without conscience, maybe more in the Philippines than the USA. Okay. Diana, appreciate you being here. John, Michael, Henry, Dennis. Good night, everybody. It's 9 o'clock. Let's wrap this puppy up until tomorrow. Thank you all once again for being here. Support your local YouTuber. Enjoy. Ronald, be care. Diana, everybody stay safe. And Henry, later on, everybody say goodbye to everybody. Take care, and I appreciate you being here, Michael. Thanks, coming back again. Appreciate all the thumbs ups. And Lorelai is not spying on us right now. Goodbye, David, and the chat group from Timmy. Outdoor, and thank you for being here. Whoop whoop. Thank you all. Timmy, it's good to see you. I'm glad you're enjoying the membership badge. And thank Dennis for all of that good stuff. So, Chasing Tail, see ya. Bye, everybody. Take care.